In yet another disturbing development, terrorists targeted security forces in Jammu's Rajouri district, escalating violence in a region that has remained largely peaceful for years. The recent attacks are part of a larger shift in Pakistan-backed terrorism, with terror groups now focusing on destabilizing Jammu. Experts warn that these coordinated strikes signal a deliberate attempt to spread unrest across the region. We bring you an in-depth report.
On September 4, unidentified terrorists opened fire at a Jammu and Kashmir police team in the Thana Mandi area of Rajouri district. Both the Indian Army and police forces swiftly launched a massive cordon and search operation to track down the attackers. Additional security forces have been deployed to the region, and the situation is under close monitoring. For months now, experts have noted an unsettling pattern. Pakistan's deep state is actively attempting to shift terror operations from Kashmir to Jammu. Areas extending from Poonch to Kathua, particularly the mountainous Pir Panjal and Kishtwar ranges, have become new hotspots for terrorist activities. The intent behind these terror strikes is clear: to destabilize the Jammu region and incite violence in a zone that has been relatively peaceful for decades.
Pakistan is desperate. We had conducted the G20 successfully. The Lok Sabha elections have been conducted successfully with the largest ever strength that went to polls. There is going to be assembly election soon. Pakistan does not want to spread fear and is now targeting the security forces. Except for the Riyasi attack where 9 civilians got killed when they attacked the bus. Otherwise, all the attacks that have been taken, encounters that have taken place in the last 15-20 days have been against the security forces. Obviously, there is a shift in strategy of Pakistan. India too needs to shift its strategy into an offensive defense strategy. Within the valley, we got to recreate our security grid and the intelligence grid as far as Jammu region is concerned, and also eliminate not only the terrorists but all the supporters of theirs in terms of overground workers.
The modus operandi of these Pakistani-backed terror groups is familiar, using local overground workers for logistical support and exploiting well-hidden hideouts across the region. The recent terror attacks in Kathua, Doda and Riyasi bear an eerie resemblance to the terror-stricken districts of South Kashmir, signaling a deliberate move by Pakistan to extend its terror network into Jammu. The surge in coordinated attacks points to a larger strategic intent, one that seeks to spread terror and fear among the local population, while undermining India's efforts to restore peace in Jammu and Kashmir. Since mid-2021, at least 26 terror attacks have occurred in the Jammu division, according to the South Asian Terrorism portal. This marks a clear effort to revive militancy in Jammu, especially after the scrapping of Jammu and Kashmir's special status in 2019.
I am quite certain that they have got adequate internal support from elements within that area. So there are some villagers or some other people who are providing them the intelligence and the local support. That much is evident. Simply eliminating the terrorists or these Pakistanis military people who have come in is not going to be the answer. I think we require much sterner measures. And in my view, as a start, simply as a start, we know where the general routes of infiltration where these people have come from, either in the Doda sector or in Kathua or wherever else they have come from. We know those areas that they have come from there. And it is quite evident that if they have come from those areas, they have been supported by the Pakistani military posts which are located alongside. I think it is time for us to destroy each and every post which has carried out these activities.
Despite India's relentless counter-terrorism efforts, peace in Jammu and Kashmir remains fragile. Pakistan continues to harbor and support terror groups like Lashkar-e-Taiba and Jaish-e-Mohammed, using its intelligence agency ISI to nurture and promote anti-India forces. These terror outfits backed by Pakistan remain committed to destabilizing the region, keeping the cycle of violence alive. In response to the recent attacks, large-scale search operations are ongoing, with senior police and army officers personally overseeing the efforts. The battle against terrorism is far from over, but India's security forces are determined to counter every move made by Pakistan's terror machinery.